Hi, so in this video we'll be starting to explore about triple superposition. So we'll be starting with the easy ones, which are not only easy to recognize but also easy to remember. So let's get to the main topic. So how to recognize this category. So this category usually looks like this. Yeah, so there's a top color, this is a pie. So I call it a standardized pie case when the top color is correct, like this one. Okay, so there is a standard pie case and with a triple switch of center embedded into the front. So a triple switch is basically the switch of 3 centers in the middle row, like these 3 ones. But however, not all a triple switch embedded in a standardized pie case can be solved with triple superposition. For example, this one. Wait a second. I might better use the white bottom. So this one, it's like embedded horizontally instead of vertically. So that is not correct. So how do you judge whether it is correct? So basically this is really easy. So you see this? If you see this as the front, like these two top are pointing in the corner, if you can find, per se, a center that is in the correct position at the side of this shape, it can be solved with triple superposition. Otherwise, it needs 4. It needs 4. So this one can, while this one cannot, because this is pointing forward. However, the correct position is in the back instead of at the side. So that cannot be solved with triple superposition. So next we'll be focusing on where to start. Where to start is very easy. So basically, you start with the side with opposite to the opposite color. So if the opposite color is here, you start here. Otherwise, so this is really just easy to remember. And next we'll explain how to start. So how to start is a little bit tricky in this question, so we might need 2 Rubik's Cubes to explain this. Okay. Alright, so if you found here this is the back of the standardized package, right? So we consider it as a negative. And this is on the top. We consider as a positive. So when we multiply them together, we get a negative. So when we have a negative, we start with hedge slimmer. And otherwise, for this one, so basically, if you start with the back, you get a negative. If you start with the front, you get a positive. If you start with the correct position on your bottom, you get a negative. On the top, you get a positive. That's quite very intuitive, right? And so this one is negative. This one is not also negative. So negative multiplying negative is positive. So you start with sledgehammer. The thing is, people usually consider sledgehammer as the a faster form algorithm to do. So I also consider sledgehammer as a good thing. So that's why I associate positive to it. And the last thing, how to rotate. You rotate to the side where the correct position is. Like this one. Positive, negative, but it means you start with hedge slimmer and you are going to rotate to this side. So that seems clear enough, right? And we'll do a few examples. So this one, you're going to start with the opposite to the opposite color, and this is the back. Negative, positive, you get a negative. Alright. There is one thing I need to mention though. So in this case, you don't need to observe twice, because once you know how to rotate and which logarithm it is, you will do the same thing for the rest of the part. What it means is like, if you know you are going to start with sledgehammer and you are turned down, you are going to basically just do it 3 times. Sledgehammer, turn it down, sledgehammer, turn it down, sledgehammer. The rest, turn it down, can be ignored, right? So basically, all the rotational movement and all the logarithm involved are the same. So you basically repeat the first one 3 times. So you only need to observe once. That's why this case is easy. And another thing I want to mention is that many people do not like do hedge slammer consecutively, like this one. So if you encounter this case, this is front, so this is positive, negative. You are going to start with hedge slammer and you are going to do it 3 times. Many people don't like that because they think sledgehammer is faster. If you think that, there's a way to solve this. If you do hedge slammer 3 times, it is equivalent to you do the first one and the last one. You replace the first one and the last one with sledgehammer. So in this case, you can either do hedge slammer, hedge slammer, hedge slammer, or you can do sledgehammer, hedge slammer, sledgehammer. So you replace the first and the last, it is the same. If you are interested in the theory of Skewb, you can do a little bit experiment and you will know why, because when you have 2 on the opposite side, they will cancel out. They have the same effect. So basically, and on the other hand, so if you don't do hedge slammer 3 times, you replace the first and the last with sledgehammer. So at the end, I'm going to go over the 4 cases so you can have a better understanding about it. First one is this one. You start with opposite to the opposite color. Positive, negative, you start with hedge slammer. If you don't, and you rotate to the downward. If you don't want to do it 3 times, you do sledgehammer, hedge slammer, sledgehammer. And next one. Next one will be this one. So this one, positive, positive, sledgehammer, rotate upward. This is a really good case. So sledgehammer, sledgehammer, sledgehammer. And what we are going to do is we have already done that. So maybe this one. Oh, that's a mistake. Sorry. Let's say this one. Here is negative, positive. You start with hedge slammer. If you don't want to do hedge slammer, you do sledgehammer for the first and the last time. So you do sledgehammer, you rotate it upward, hedge slammer, and turn, and sledgehammer. And the last one. And that's it. So this one is negative, negative. You do sledgehammer and turn it down 3 times. Sledgehammer, sledgehammer, sledgehammer. So these are 4 really easy cases. They are easy to do, easy to observe. So if you can master it, it will really help you in solving a Skewb to improve your speed. And I think the trick that you can replace the first and the last sledgehammer, hedge slammer with sledgehammer is really helpful, especially you don't want to repeat hedge slammer many times. It can be very annoying at occasions, so you can do that. And that's basically this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you next time.